Hey, so in this video I'll be showing you how to make my healthy, homemade, easily digestible, delicious peanut butter. Hi, welcome back to Little Health Hacks, where I share with you my tips for leading a healthier lifestyle. My name's Angie, and today we're going to be making homemade, delicious peanut butter. Okay, so how do we make the peanut easily digestible in the body? Because I know peanuts can cause havoc in some people. I know many people that can't tolerate peanuts or peanut butter, and it gives them tummy ache and digestive issues. I'm not talking about allergies, that's something else. I'm talking about someone who doesn't have an allergy but just sensitive to it. Generally, it's because most of the peanuts, roasted peanuts we consume and peanut butter, they haven't gone through the soaking process. So when you buy it from the store and you're just buying roasted peanuts or you're buying peanut butter, basically they don't go through the effort of soaking because it takes time, so they skip that process and they just roast it with salt, probably with table salt, which is very bad for you. That's another story. And you're consuming it like that without going through the proper preparation. So basically the peanut, like other nuts, seeds and grains and legumes, contains phytic acid. Basically what phytic acid does, it causes issues in the digestive system. It's necessary for the nut while it's growing, so before it germinates and whatever, and before it reaches the growth stage, it's a necessary thing that the nut contains. But when we consume it, that phytic acid causes issues in our body. And there's a process which our ancestors used to do. My friend's mum does all the time. They soak. Right, so not even that far back a generation. They soak their grains, their nuts, their seeds, their pulses, their legumes. For some reason in our generation, we're kind of all thrown that out the window. We're all so busy and no one even knows that you're supposed to do that. But it is a process, and this is the reason why you do it. It makes the grain, the nut, the legume more digestible, easy to digest in the body. It makes the nutrients readily available so you can actually absorb the nutrients in the body. So it's a process and a necessary step to take in order so you don't have any digestive issues later on, and so you benefit from the nut fully and the legume fully, the grain. So we've got to soak the peanuts first. Like we did when I made the almond butter. We soak the almonds first as well to make the crispy almonds. So this is how we do it. Okay, so first things first, you want to have your raw, preferably organic peanuts. Just bought this from the health store. I've got here about 800 grams, which is about 6 cups worth of peanuts. It's going to be a similar process to how I made my almond butter, but slightly different at the end because I'm going to give it a quick short roast to give it extra flavour, because it doesn't taste that nice if you don't do that. So I've got my peanuts in a clear glass bowl. I'm going to add now, this is a litre of filtered water. Okay. And you just add a tablespoon of salt. I've got natural salt, I've got pink Himalayan salt. Try not to use table salt if you can. I will do a video on why you should never consume table salt in the future. But for now, just try and get a good natural sea salt. So this one is pink Himalayan salt. I'm just going to put 1.5 tablespoons because it's 1 tablespoon per 4 cups or per 500 grams. I'll just put that in a cup of hot water just to help it dissolve a little bit. And I'm going to add it to the water here so it makes the water slightly warm, because it's good to soak in a slightly warm water rather than cold. I'm just going to stir it up a bit. Okay, I actually have a lid that fits this. I'm just going to cover that, otherwise you can just use a clean tea towel and secure it with a band. But this lid from a pot that fits perfectly, so I'm just going to leave that there, and that's going to soak for about 12 hours. So when that's finished soaking, I'll come back. Okay, so basically these were just soaked for about 18 hours in the end. my dehydrator wasn't ready. It still had almonds in there that were drying, so it wasn't ready. So I basically just refreshed the water that it was soaking in. It starts to get a bit cloudy, so I just refreshed it and threw the old one out, gave it a rinse, and put some more fresh cold water in there. Filtered water. And just drained it, gave it a rinse and drained it, and it's now ready to go in the dehydrator. If you don't have a dehydrator, you can put this in the oven. Just spread them out on your baking trays on greaseproof paper and put it in the oven on the lowest setting it can go. And that's it, and then you just leave them in the oven for roughly the same amount of time. We're going to do this for about 12 hours. And if you're just putting in the oven, you can just put them in the oven on the lowest setting, and just check them every now and then to see when they're ready and they're dry. I'm just going to, for now, fill up the dehydrator. Just on the one like a single layer so that it dries evenly. So I'm just going to cover it with the lid. And I'm going to switch it on. I'm going to set it to roughly about 50 to 55 degrees Celsius, which is around 115 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just going to switch that on, and I'm going to leave that to dehydrate for roughly 12 hours, and then I'll take it back from there. Okay, those were done, and now just spread them on an oven tray on greaseproof paper. And then you put them in the oven at 150 degrees centigrade, which is about 300 degrees Fahrenheit, until they are lightly browned. So you don't want them to go too dark, so this takes about 20 minutes roughly, so set the timer for 20 minutes and then have a check on them. When you take them out of the oven, they do still continue to cook a little, so better to be on caution of undercooked than over. Okay, so I've got my slightly roasted, soaked, dried peanuts. I'm just going to put 4 cups. Now, unlike the almonds, this works fine in a wet blade. It's easier to process. So you can do this in a Vitamix wet blade, or you can do it in a normal food processor. I think it will take longer in a food processor, probably about 10 minutes. Vitamix will probably take about 1 minute. And we're doing it in the wet blade, so you can do about 4 cups at a time. I'm going to stick 4 cups in there. Stick that on. Okay, so I'm going to use the plunger or the tamper, and I'm going to pound it. We'll start on 1, slowly go to 10 while keeping pounding, then switch to high, and then I'm going to keep pounding until it starts blending together. So here we go. creamy peanut butter. Yummy. And there you have it. Creamy, delicious peanut butter. You see that? Gorgeous. Hey, so that's how you make my peanut butter. I really hope you liked my video. If you did, please like and subscribe below. And if you look next to the subscribe button, there's a little bell, which is a notification button. If you just click that, it will give you updates for when I upload any future videos. So apart from that, thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video. Bye.